Hello everybody, I'm back, and today I'm going further with my previous review on the Beta75X, but not just the Beta75X. I'm going to review BETAFPV as a company, their customer service and so on. Now, before I get started on this, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. One, how many of you guys like being lied to repeatedly by a company? Bet you none of you do. Two, how many of you guys like being ripped off by a company? I bet you none of you do. And for me, it ticks me off even more when they lie to me and rip me off, because it is very difficult for me to come up with money to buy things like this because I'm disabled and I don't get squat for disability. So it takes me a long time to save up to buy something like this. Everything I have is out of my own pocket. I do not monetize my videos. I do not have sponsors. I don't have people sending me stuff for free. I don't even have a Patreon or anything like that. Everything I do here comes out of my own pocket. So this is why it ticks me off even more. Now, I had bought one of these a while back, and it was obviously defective. Now, I bought it from an authorized reseller for BETAFPV. I'm not going to mention the company, but it was the first one was obviously defective. I contacted them. They exchanged it. Okay, there was no problems with the exchange. Well, by the time I got this second one, the weather had gotten really bad here, and I had to wait a few weeks for the weather to lift and be dry enough and no wind so I could actually go out and fly this thing and test it. So it sat in the box for those few weeks, and when the weather lifted, I finally got it out, bound it up to my transmitter, took it out to fly it. Unflyable. It'll get in the air, but then it starts death rolling. It started death rolling until it would hit the ground. It kept death rolling every time I got it in the air until it would hit the ground. And no matter how much you try to correct it, and when I did try to correct it, of course I'd slam the stick back, and hold it there to try and correct it. But I'd have to hold it because it would slowly come back up. And in the meantime, it's drifting to one side and it'd slowly come back up, and I'd let it go when it's level, try to move it again, or even just let it hover, and it would just death roll again. And it would after a few seconds of flight, it would just constantly death roll until it hit the ground. Well, I contacted the company again, the company I bought it from, and it was outside the window to be able to exchange it again, so they recommended I contact BETAFPV. Well, I contacted BETAFPV, and no response. After a couple weeks, I contacted them again, no response. Finally, I got a response on my next email, which I only sent about a week later, and they said, well, it's Chinese New Year, they'll be responding when they get back. I waited for 2 weeks after Chinese New Year, no response. Sent them another email, no response, and yet another, and no response. Finally, I get a response out of all these emails on July, what was it? I got to find the email here. As soon as I find that email, I think it is right here, July 20th. I finally got a response to one of my emails from BETAFPV. And this is what I got. We are so sorry about the issue that you came across. Have you ever updated the firmware version? If yes, we recommend you reflash to our factory firmware version, and please give us a video to confirm the issue. Is it okay? Sorry for the inconvenience, since our tech need it to figure out the reason. Looking forward to your reply. Warm greetings. Well, I can tell you one thing, and I have dealt with many companies. When they start this warm greetings, best regards, my friend, and all this other stuff, red flag. Big red flag. Especially when they repeat it in every email, and you'll see that they've been doing this. The sorry for inconvenience being repeated as well is a red flag. Well, I responded back to that. I've never flashed the firmware. It still has the original factory firmware. Only tried the updated tuning, swapping motors, caddy corner, and so on. And this thing has never been flyable. Here's a video of how it is, how it flies. Well, I sent them the video, and they send back another email. Let's see, this was on July 20th. Let's see, this email here is, okay, this is the one they responded back. After watching your video in detail, they horrible English here. We preliminary think that the flight settings should be adjusted. Could you please tell me what is the mode of flight? If your mode is angle or horizon, we suggest that you place Beta75 horizontally and then click on the calibrate accelerometer. Finally, please check it again if the issue still exit. Yeah, good, really good English there. Attached some pictures for your reference. Well, they gave me a couple pictures here of the beta flight in the modes section and the setup section where the calibrate accelerometer is. Well, I already know about all this. Okay, I don't know why they sent that. But anyway, again, kindly let me know if you have any questions. Best regards. And this is the same person again, Anthony. I didn't mention it before, but Anthony is the one that's been sending these emails. Again, best regards. Red flag. Repeated in there. So I responded back, of course, almost right away, same day. I've already gone through these things to try to resolve this using different flight modes, acro, horizon, angle, air, all with and without motor spin up enabled. That particular video was an acro with motor spin up enabled and updated tuning. Acro is how I fly. Recalibration of accelerometer and beta flight twice. At this point, it had been twice I'd already done that. Swapping motors caddy corner to see if it drops on in the other direction. Doing that is still dropped left rear and some dropping to the right front, and unresponsive with stick commands for several seconds after it drops. And I gotta scroll over here. When it seems to try to recover, all of the above with the original tuning and with the updated tuning suggestion found through BETAFPV site. I have not flashed any firmware. All tested on days with no wind, and dry days. So that's what I responded with. Okay, so let's try to find the next email here. I did get a response to that one. Oops, that's the same email. Go to this one. This is the next one. This is their response to that one. This is on July 23rd. Dear customer, we're really sorry for the inconvenience caused your side. Again, red flag, they're repeating themselves. In order to help us understand the issue, could you please test your FC and ESC separately on Betaflight to check whether they are working? Let's see. If possible, record video, process. We will give satisfactory reply after we receive the information. Sincerely, thanks. Looking forward to your prompt reply. Best regards, Anthony again. More red flags, repeating themselves on the best regards and looking forward to reply and all this stuff. Sorry for inconvenience. Red flags. I've dealt with enough companies to know that those are red flags when they repeat themselves, especially. I responded back because I'm not sure exactly what they wanted to see. I mean, all I know is in Betaflight, you got the motors tab, you got of course the calibration and all that stuff. I mean, I've already done all this stuff. I already told them I've done all this, and so I asked them exactly what do they want to see. I've already done this stuff. It's like, what else is there? Am I missing something? Basically, is what I'm asking them. And if they want to see a specific page or a specific thing done that I don't know about, I need to know about it. Okay, so I waited and waited, never got a response. Oops, that's the wrong email. That's about something else. Hold on a second. Okay, so that was on July 23rd, and I did not get another response. So I sent them another email on the 31st of July, and I asked them if they, I haven't heard anything in a week. Did you receive my email, basically, and all that. And again, asked them exactly if there's something they want to see that I don't know about, because I already did those things, So I didn't get a response from that one either. That was July 31st that I sent that. Then I sent another one on August 9th. Again, asking them if they received my email and so on, and just, give me some kind of response here, something, anything. Just basically what I'm trying to get. Finally, on August 10th, I get an email, and it says, "Dear customers, sincerely sorry for the late reply." Another red flag. "Our R&D team is traveling and will start working Monday. We will give you a satisfactory reply when they come back. Best regards, Anthony." Again, more red flags, and same person. That was the last response I got from them for anything. This was July 31st. Okay. No, this was August 10th. August 10th. I finally got that reply. And I haven't heard anything since. This is now August 24th. Early morning, August 24th. But that's 2 weeks already. 2 weeks already, and I haven't heard anything back. So, basically, BETAFPV has lied to me several times in these emails that they're going to respond or give a satisfactory reply. They've shown all the red flags of best regards, warm greeting, all this stuff, that we're sorry for inconvenience, all the red flags that they keep, the repeating of them is a definite red flag. Now, I've gone through everything from recalibrating the accelerometers several times. I have tested the motors in the motors tab in Betaflight. I've tested the accelerometer. I've recalibrated the accelerometer several times. I have not flashed any firmware, because you heard from the email they recommended I don't. I've tried the updated tuning that was found on the BetaFPV website. I've tried some other tuning of my own, trying to get this to work, and I have swapped the motor's caddy corner to see if it would drop to the front instead of the back. Well, it still drops to the back and occasionally drops to the front, but not quite as bad. So it will continue to death roll and have that very slow return response. Even though I'm holding the stick, it slowly comes back. It does not snap back like it would if you throw the stick full. It slowly comes back. And the same thing going this way, it slowly comes back. So it's not, I don't think it's just, say, a motor. It could be partially a motor because it now drops this side too. It could be an ESC, motor, and flight controller all combined in this situation, but I'm not absolutely positive. ESCs are a good possibility, and a motor, and it could be just a flight controller and a motor. Who knows? But one way or another, it is constantly death rolling until it hits the ground, and that's why there's some grass stains on here. You just can't get this stuff off this plastic for some reason. I've tried everything to try and clean that off there. It just won't rub off. But I don't fly over concrete, so that's why there's grass stains. It just death rolls until it hits the ground, period. And I'm not getting any response from them. I'm not getting anything back from them. No resolution. This is several months now that I've been trying to get a resolution with BetaFPV. Absolutely nothing but the runaround, and they have lied to me. They've given me the runaround. I've wasted my time on trying to figure this thing out. Every day that I had no wind or anything, I went out to try and test what I did next. And I've given them all the information I can give them, and there's just nothing from them. So here it is. You guys can make up your own mind, but I say BetaFPV is a bunch of con artists. They're a scam company as far as I'm concerned. They put out bad products to rip people off of their money, and they don't care. There will never be a resolution to this as far as I know. I don't see a resolution in the future here. Now, I'm not just jumping into this review. I've had this thing for a while now, and I've been trying to contact them and get a resolution for a while now. This is something that I firmly believe. If I get a defective product, I'm going to give the company the benefit of the doubt, contact them, and try and get a resolution before I even think about saying anything about them, one way or the other, or the product. Well, this company has proven that they're a scam, as far as I'm concerned. They are a scam. Here's another catcher. for months, I mean, for a few months, we were seeing everybody was seeing videos about this, teaser videos and articles about the Beta75X coming out and how great it was going to be and all this. And I purchased it, and it's turned out to be a piece of junk. Now, with all this time that they had developing and testing this thing, how come they came out like this? They had, let's see, there's been complaints. I mean, I've seen complaints everywhere about BetaFPV and their products. I mean, hundreds upon hundreds of complaints in forum boards, even on their Facebook page. If you go to BetaFPV's Facebook page and you start looking through there, you'll probably see them right away like I did. I saw right at the top complaints. But I scrolled down further, there was even more complaints and saying that their customer service was horrible, that their products were defective and bad products and everything, just all of the whole 9 yards was in there, on their Facebook page even. But you go to other forum boards, there's hundreds of complaints talking about how their customer service is horrible, how their products are defective and don't work, and just one thing after another. Now, the reason I'm not showing you that on this video is because I don't know if a forum board or anything would have a problem with me showing their forum board or anything on their forum board on my video. So I'm not going to risk that. As for me showing you the emails, you saw me scrolling through here looking at this, but I don't know how to like knock out certain information, like block it out on a video yet. So I don't want to show my screen. Plus this camera doesn't seem to want to focus all the time on my screen anyway. I've tried it before and it just didn't work. But anyway, I have the emails here, and I can prove that they, are giving me the runaround and just being ridiculous. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. I mean, the more I try to talk about it, the more angry I get. But, I mean, look, it's hard for me being disabled to save up money to buy anything. And I've got the Beta, I've got extra propellers, 3 extra frames here, extra canopies, I've got extra batteries here and here. I got, 7 batteries. I got over $200, just over $200 here, just in this right here. And for me to save up a couple $100, it takes a long time because I don't get squat for disability. And as for me doing anything to make money, it's really hard for me to get anything where I can make a few bucks. And when I do, I try to put it towards this. Now, here's the thing. Another thing is, I've said this before, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything about a bad product or about a company. I'm not going to try to appease the gods, per se. And I refuse to take things, if a company was to say, offer me something for free to do a review on. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to have them send it to me. I'm not going to do anything like that because that sets me up to be obligated to give a good review, even if it is a bad product. So, and it'll set me up to give a good review all around, their company, their products, and everything. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lie to you guys about a product that's bad. I'm not going to lie to you about a product that's good. I mean, if I got a good product, I'm going to tell you. I actually hold off on reviews until I've put a product through the spaces and see how it works. And I got a couple of reviews I want to put out here soon that I've been holding off on for a while because I just wanted to make sure the product was good and actually use it and put it through its paces. But this thing here, out of the box, it's been defective out of the box. Just will not fly. It is not flyable at all. You can't do anything with it but get it up in the air and it starts death rolling until it hits the ground, no matter what you do. So, yeah, I've tried all kinds of stuff with this, short of burning it to the ground. I don't know. But there's just no way I can give a good review on this product. There's absolutely no way I can give a good review to BetaFPV as a company because I got all these emails here giving me the runaround and lying to me. And I know none of you out there like that kind of thing. And I don't care what anybody thinks about this video. I'm a consumer, just like everybody else out there. I'm a consumer, and I'm a consumer for the consumer. I'm being ripped off. I'm going to let you know about it. You guys can make up your own decision. If you want to continue to deal with BetaFPV, good luck. Good luck. Hopefully you don't get ripped off like I did, and many, many other people have. Now, geez, I don't know what else to say about this. This just really, really ticks me off. about this, because it's going to take me a while to save up for something else small like this that I can fly in smaller areas and just fly anywhere. And that's what I wanted, because right now all I got is my 3-inch quad, and I can only fly it in certain areas. But this thing, I can get away with flying this almost anywhere, but I can't. It's unflyable. So I don't know. But another thing I wanted to mention is after the several months since this thing's been released, I've been watching all these complaints and all these bad reviews and stuff like that on forum boards and everything. But I've also seen tons of good reviews raving about how great this product is. But I found out that most of them some of them I couldn't find out this information, but most of them I found is that BetaFPV actually sent this to them for free to review. Well, of course, that they got to give a good review, or else they're not going to get anything else free from BetaFPV. Regardless of what the product is and whether it's defective or whatever, they're not going to give a bad review because they want their free stuff. And I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers or any one of those reviewers that lies to you, because I'm afraid I'm not going to get anything for free. Everything is out of my own pocket. I am a true consumer giving you straight up honest reviews. So I don't know. You guys want to look into the information, just start looking around the forum board, searching the Beta75X or BetaFPV. You will see all these things. Go to their Facebook page, look at the complaints, look at the things about their customer service that's posted on there even. You'll see for yourself. You make up your own mind. But in my opinion, BetaFPV is a bunch of con artists. They're a scam company, and they only put out defective products. If with all this testing they did, why did they even release this thing? With all this teaser videos and all this time they had to develop this and get it tuned and all this, they were talking about tuning problems even before they released it. And then they release it and it doesn't fly. So then they come out with these updates for tuning and, all this stuff is like, do this to try and fix the problem. Why did they release it with the problem? They knew it had a problem. Why did they release it for the problem? They just wanted to scam everybody out of their money, apparently. So the other thing I found was, they acknowledged that there was bad motors at one point with one of the runs of it. There was bad ESCs at one point. There was a bad flight controller, bad firmware situation, bad tuning. I mean, it's just all this stuff that they even acknowledge themselves, but they're not fixing the problem with anybody that's got these things that are bad. No one has got, that I know of, no one, except for maybe one or two that I saw, that BetaFPV actually gave them another product or repaired the product. Only a couple that I've seen. The rest of them, they're stuck with it. They're stuck with something unflyable. Now, here's one thing I say for sure. You buy a product, brand new, from the factory, out of the box. You open it up. You should be able to use that product to its full potential out of the box. You should not have to go and buy another set of motors or another ESC or another flight controller or anything else that involved on this thing. Camera, VTX, nothing. Receiver, you should not have to buy any of that stuff to repair it, to make it fly out of the box. It's supposed to already do that. That should not happen. You should never have to repair a brand new out-of-the-box product at all, ever. If they say this is a product, it's supposed to do this, it should do exactly that. There should be no reason you should have to repair it first thing out of the box before you can fly it. So I'm a firm believer in that. If they release the product, it should work. Bottom line, it should work. And if it doesn't work, they should make it good with you. They should stand behind their products. Every company should stand behind their products and make it right if there's a problem. Period. End of story. So, my recommendation, this is my thoughts on this matter. BetaFPV is a con artist company. They are a scam. They love to rip people off, apparently. They release bad products. They know they're bad when they release them, and everybody is stuck with them. And that's all that happens. They're horrible customer service. They lie, they cheat, they steal, That's my opinion. That's my experience. That is my experience, and I have the emails here to show that. I have the product here to show that. So my recommendation is don't ever deal with Beta FPV. I never will again. And I would hope that you guys heed this warning and do your own research and start looking at all the complaints and find out for yourselves. Make your own decisions, but this is my opinion. This is my experience. Beta FPV, as far as I'm concerned, is a big scam. Stay away from them. That's my recommendation. So I don't know what else to say about this. The more I talk about it, the more angry I get. It's just going to, I mean, now that since all this stuff has been going on and people have been talking about all these problems with the Beta FPV and the company and the products, everybody's saying, oh, get a Mobula 7. And the few people I have seen that had a problem with the Mobula 7 had no problems, from what they've said, no problems getting the issue resolved. The company just stood behind it, sent them another one, exchanged it, or whatever they had to do to make the customer happy. Beta FPV, on the other hand, gave me the runaround, lied to me several times, refuses to respond, refuses to make this right. I've been at them for several months trying to get this resolved, and nothing. So, please, guys, you know, if you value your money, I highly recommend that you stay away from Beta FPV. I'm never going to deal with them again. That's all there is to it. So, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching, guys. If I missed anything in here, it's just because I'm so angry about this. But overall, the whole situation, bad product, bad company, horrible customer service. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They're a scam. You know, as far as I'm concerned, they're con artists. So, there it is, guys. I'm sorry to ramble. I'm sorry to repeat myself. But you know what? This really ticks me off. And I hate it when companies, any company, jacks people out of their money, cheats them out of their money. I hate it when they lie. I'm done with them. I'm done with Beta FPV, and please, guys, let everybody know about this. Let everybody know. I want more and more people to know what Beta FPV has done here. Okay, guys, if I keep continue on this, I'm going to start getting nasty here, but it really ticks me off. So anyway, guys, you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me vent. I hope you guys heed this warning. Subscribe. You know, hit that notification bell, like, dislike, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just don't be rude, don't be nasty. But, yeah, Beta FPV, I highly recommend you stay away from them. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.